Giving birth, hearing that first cry, holding your child in your arms, there is something sacred about bringing a life into this world. But making babies is becoming hard for urban India, with statistics putting 15 in 100 couples in the infertility bracket.
We, both Kiran and I, feel so blessed.
When actor Aamir Khan and his wife Kiran Rao openly spoke about having their son through a surrogate, the infertility debate became a television discussion topic.
You know, Azad was born after a lot of difficulties that we went through, especially Kiran.
And then came the sleeper hit.
I am Dr. Baldev Chadda, infertility specialist. घर में बैठे-बैठे बाप बन रहा हूँ मैं. थोड़ा देख कर जा.
Well, Vicky Donor certainly brought infertility into our drawing rooms, didn't it? I'm trying to find out what is pushing the infertility numbers up. Is it stress, lifestyle, delayed pregnancies, and even the amount of time couples are spending with each other? I'll be meeting infertility experts.
IVF is a method to enhance the chances of pregnancy, but it's not 100%.
Couples who've had assisted birth.
I think that was the day Nandika was born and the day I came to know pregnant. 2 best days.
And even nutrition and fitness guides to get some answers.
Let's start by understanding what is contributing to the rise in what are called unexplained pregnancies in women. These are being attributed to sedentary lifestyle, eating a lot of junk food, not getting 8 hours of sleep every day, smoking and alcohol. Pesticides and environmental toxins are also being blamed. The biggest factor may be the food we are eating. Trans fats are directly linked to abdominal obesity that is leading to polycystic ovarian syndrome in women.
Approximately 20 to 30% of the young Indian women are suffering from PCOS. It has a huge impact on the entire future generation because more and more of them are finding it difficult to conceive and huge fertility issues.
The best time to get pregnant is between 18 to 32. After 35, there's just an 8 to 10% chance. And just 5% post 40. And yet more and more women are postponing having babies, seeing IVF as a magical pill that will come to their rescue when they are ready.
Everybody who comes for IVF has to come with this understanding that IVF is a method to enhance the chances of pregnancy, but it's not 100%.
There's also something called egg freezing, which many women walk up and say, you know, we still have not found our right life partner and our age is increasing, so you please freeze our eggs, and when the time is appropriate, we are going to come back and we're going to use this technique.
Sandeep and Rakhi married late. Rakhi was 38 and Sandeep 41. Careers, search for the right partner. Now they laugh about it.
It was just by chance, or
it was just we were destined to meet at later age.
Rakhi is 4 months pregnant. But it's a pregnancy that almost didn't happen.
I always expected by 42, 43 women can have a child, and beyond that also. So we never thought we are late in getting married. Our first experience with the doctor was not very good.
First we'd gone for, she told that go for an ultrasound, and ultrasound was done. Then she said that there is no follicle, you don't have follicles and all, you need a donor egg and all.
Mentally we were shocked and we were not prepared for that.
Rakhi was told she was producing no eggs. She still gets emotional remembering the time. Not ready to accept that they could not have their own genetic child, Sandeep scrolled the net looking for options. They wanted a baby, but with their own egg and sperm. Eventually, they met Dr. Abha Majumdar at the Gangaram Hospital.
In Rakhi and Sandeep, they went to a doctor, and the moment they saw that the hormones were going towards the wrong side and the age was also towards the difficult side of conception, immediately the answer was, oh, egg donation and IVF. when we started stimulating them and only one follicle formed, because the tubes were fine, the semen was fine, I thought we wouldn't go ahead with IVF because IVF is extremely costly when you recover only one egg. I just converted her into an IUI cycle.
So what is in vitro fertilization? To begin with, you know that a woman's ovary naturally produces eggs every month. With IVF, the ovary is stimulated with injections to help it produce as many eggs as possible. The eggs are then retrieved and the man's sperm is collected and mixed with them. If all goes well, the eggs fertilize. The embryos are then placed in the mother's uterus. In IUI, the sperm collected is directly inserted into a woman's fallopian tubes.
In IUI cycles, what we do is we make her ovulate 2 eggs instead of 1, so that she has a double chance in the same cycle to get pregnant.
Research now shows that male infertility is a bigger area of concern, with globally the sperm count going down.
Thank you so much.
I'm meeting Dr. Vikram Sharma, a lead andrologist, to understand why we need to be concerned.
Yes, we are seeing an increasing trend in male infertility in the last 2 years or so, and more so in the urban population. So I'm guessing we can attribute that to changes in the urban lifestyle with more stress, more recreational drug use, smoking, alcohol, improper lifestyles. All of that is going to contribute to a fairly large extent in decreasing sperm counts in men.
I read an AIMS study recently, a 2009 study, that said that the overall sperm quality in Indian men has gone down. Is that a cause of concern?
But I agree with the study. We have seen a gradual decline in the overall sperm count in men. In fact, the norm that was present earlier was 60 to 120 million per ml, but now we very rarely see those levels. Now the levels that we see are anything from 20 to 40.
And when we talk about the stress factor, just a little bit expand just about stress and the role stress itself plays on sperm count or fertility.
Stress levels again cause a lowering of the sperm count by impacting the hormone levels of the body. Now, one of the key nutrients for sperm development is a hormone called testosterone, and high stress levels decrease the body's production of testosterone. So automatically that will cause a lowering of the sperm count as well.
In women, stress releases hormones like cortisol, and doctors believe they may play an important role in infertility. In a research carried out in the US, it was found that women who had high levels of stress had ovulated 20% fewer eggs compared with women who were less stressed. And when you take stress away and enjoy the process of creating a life, babies are often conceived.
I'll tell you, so many of my patients who needed IVF for their first child got pregnant naturally second time. Same thing happened with girls who came for unexplained infertility. 11, 12 years they didn't conceive. And after having one child, they just came back to me after 1 year and said, I can't imagine I'm pregnant again. So without any help, possibly these are very, very true cases where stress must have played a very important role.
Stress and lifestyle were considered a major factor when almost 15,000 of 90,000 techies were found to be infertile in a survey by IT giant TCS. The heated environment they worked in made matters worse.
All day we are in offices and we want to work out, so it's the gym. And then we are inside our houses, and then again to the office. And plus the computer, the cell phone, they are all electronically sort of mediated gadgets.
And then there is another factor, a factor that doctors themselves are baffled by. A 2002 survey done by techie couples in Bangalore revealed normal, healthy men and women are having sex less than once a week.
The most important reason for them is inability of the husband and wife to spend time together. So it's stress. It's also, interestingly, about 10% maybe of them have even non-consummation. So they're not able to consummate their marriage, and for some couples it has gone on for years, and most of them are from these high stress jobs.
Medical infertility remains the lead cause in women with blocked fallopian tubes, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and endometriosis, making natural pregnancy very difficult. For Parul, IVF was the only hope, a hope that she almost gave up on.
1999 I got married, and then we had a love marriage, so it was like already knew him for 3-4 years. So I thought, we thought like after 6-8 months of trying, I came to know, went through a couple of tests, came to know I can't conceive naturally. IOI was not an option. I had to straight away go in for an IVF, a test tube. This was my 7th cycle. We did 2 in Delhi, 2 in Bombay, and 1 in the US. And this was my 7th cycle.
Parul has endometriosis, a condition where cells from the lining of the womb grow in other areas of the body. It took 13 painful years of both mental and physical trauma for Parul to finally conceive.
But emotionally, it's very bad. Don't feel like going anywhere, to birthday parties, like when you see a kid shop, it would be really bad. It would take me time to come back, because, like you have those motherly instincts, you see your friends around, so, you want to be in the same vicinity, so. Emotionally, I think physically it was not draining at all, though people find the injections and all also very tough. So physically I'm quite tough that way. I don't mind, like even if you give me 100 injections. But mentally it totally takes you.
IVF is hard on a woman's body. The hormone injections are painful, and the imbalances they cause can lead to weight gain, mood swings, depression. If high dosage of IVF drugs are given, they can also lead to heart failure. Chances of birth defects in the baby are also high.
When we talk about percentages, it looks a little higher because these are men and women who were not destined by nature to conceive. We have made that happen. We say the congenital abnormality rate is 1.9% in this given population. Then here it is 2.9%. So it increases by say 1%. But as such, it looks as if it's increased by 50%.
Hi, Gracie.
Parul is now a mother to 1-year-old Nandika. Her bundle of joy, the family's heartbeat. She recalls the day she heard the good news.
I was blanked out, I was shaky, I was sweaty, nervous. And I thought probably she's joking with me. Because I was throwing up and I was getting evening sickness, but how it is, told by your friends and that typical filmy style. So I thought it's morning sickness and I'm getting evening sickness. And my clothes were getting tighter, but I just didn't realize it. I just thought maybe it's, some hormonal disturbance. But when she told me, I was like under major shock. I think that was the day Nandika was born and the day I came to know pregnant. 2 best days. I can close my eyes and totally visualize it.
Heaven knows how much I love you. Heaven knows that it's okay. If only you could feel it too, my aching heart would be saved. I could do almost with you here by my side. I've shed 1,000 tears. Only heaven knows how much I have cried.
Can nutrition actually boost fertility?
After the break, what role does food and exercise play in your reproductive health?
Creating the mood.
We've been talking about rising infertility in both men and women in India. We organized a web chat on IBNlive.com to discuss infertility. And now we are getting our nutrition and fitness experts to give you the answers.
Hi, we have received many queries in correlation between exercising and fertility. So today we are going to talk about exercises that can help you conceive. 30 to 45 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week Lots of walking, swimming, and eating healthy. When it comes to choice of exercises, there are plenty. Pretty much anything that uses the body to improve your flexibility and to improve the circulation and strengthening the core area would be the number 2 choices. Excellent exercise would be butterfly. We just place the soles together, bring it to the inner thigh area as close as possible, interlock the fingers, straighten your back, and you're gently creating a movement. You're going to feel a really nice and soothing stretch in your inner thigh area. So once you're done, move the feet a little bit away, press your thighs with your elbows, and gently fold forward. This is going to create a deeper stretch in the inner thighs as well as to strengthen and stretch your lower back area. Lotus position is a very good. This can be a half lotus, or if you're flexible enough, you can go in a full lotus position. Let's do something fun. We're going to place the legs on the ball, interlock the fingers, and now we're going to do simple crunch. Stretch the legs out, bring the legs in, and another crunch. So every time we crunch, we will try to lift the pelvic floor up as well. This makes this exercise extremely beneficial and very powerful. Pull the navel all the way up, lift the pelvic floor, and then release. And up, lift it up. If your strength allows you, you may raise yourself higher up, but make sure you don't lose your balance. So, I hope you didn't find these too challenging. Keep in mind, stay physically active 3 to 4 times a week, and best of luck for your future pregnancy.
Hi, you have been writing into us to know that can nutrition actually boost fertility? Yes, it can. We're at a store where I'll point you some of those good nutritious foods which boost fertility. We have over here almonds. Almonds are basically seeds, oil seeds and nuts which help to boost the fertility because they have essential omega-3 fatty acids. Then we also have raisins. They have chromium which is required for fertility. Then next to it we have walnuts. One can have like say 2 walnuts a day pre-soaked in water, and this will take care of some of the minerals which are required for the body. We have several oil seeds which are a very rich source of minerals and vitamins. So over here we see garlic. Now garlic has been one of the very traditional ancient remedies for boosting fertility. We have sprouts. They are so full of energy and vitality. We also see there are a lot of herbs which are essentially good because they improve the liver capacity and detoxify the body. So basically consuming more of herbs gives us essential micronutrients which are normally not found in grains. So over here we see eggs, and typically eggs which are organic is best for fertility. Why? Because eggs themselves actually represent life. So you need to eat eggs which are natural, which don't have any hormones, and which are brown organic eggs. Prawns also coming from the sea have a lot of elements of the sea, and these are traditionally been known to boost the fertility. In fact, myth has it that Don Juan and Casanova, who were very popular with the women, actually used to consume a lot of prawns. But I don't know if it's true, but otherwise prawns are good to boost fertility.
Next week on Living It Up.
I think I've tried everything under the sun. All kinds of weird diets.
The truth behind food.
Protein is the building block of growth, and fiber passes through your system really slow, cleaning it along the way.
We are busting major diet myths.
Tea and coffee has the ability to mask your appetite and allow you to go without food for long hours.